Hello, beauties. So I want to go ahead and do a quick message. I was really drawn to my Angel Prayers deck, which was my very first deck, y'all. Um, when you are ready to delve into spirituality, it can be, a bit of a transition depending upon how you grew up, what your beliefs were, what you were told. Um, so yeah, I figured the Bible talks about angels all the time. So this was a very comforting deck for me to start off with. So we're going to use the angel prayers and we're going to clarify with this Archangel Power Tarot. The one thing that I can say about this deck was that it allowed me to open up communication with the angels as I started opening myself up. And I mean, my belief that angels are real has just always been there because I've been the type of person that has just had these miraculous things happen out of nowhere. I've been saved over and over again, and other people don't be seeing these people, but I know they there. The help was there. So, yeah, like for instance, there was a car accident that I was in. I was hit by this guy. He T-boned the side of my vehicle and my head was busted open. Some woman appeared out of nowhere, told me that it was a fresh towel straight out the dryer. It was still warm. She applied it to my head to stop the bleeding and then asked, who do you want me to call as your emergency contact? I tried calling my dad first. He is not the person to call for emergencies. So she then called my sister. Now, both of them did hear this other person's voice interacting with me. But yet, as the fire department pulled up and I was still in a day speaking with my family, no one saw this person. So for me, angels are very much real. And one thing about angels is they do not interfere in your day-to-day life unless you give them permission. But they will interact if it is life or death. They do have they are able to do that if you have something that you are needing to do for God. So doing God's will is very important because that is divine protection, okay? So if you've ever felt like God is calling on you to do something very specific, please take heed to that. The divine protection because of it is amazing. Like, that's just one story. That's just one story. I have lots of incidents in my life where angels have intervened to help me out. But we're starting off with this reading. It's time for you to take time to breathe. You need a mental vacation. If you can take a physical vacation, please go ahead and do so. But this vacation card is clarified by the Chariot. You've been very determined. You've been practicing a lot of self-control. You have been wanting to advance in your career or your finances. So you have been going extremely hard. And the message here is it is time for you to acknowledge acknowledge how far you come. Allow yourself to be encouraged and acknowledged by others. I see people celebrating you in your accomplishments. So right now it's time to not rush into the very next thing and continuously go, go, go and do. It's time to just take a moment to breathe, settle yourself, look at everything that you have accomplished, and just know that you're here for a reason, that you make a difference. You are the type of person that touches a lot of different people's lives. I don't know what it is you do for work, but it is connected to a lot of people. So whatever it is that you do, you make a lot of difference for the individuals that you are assisting, helping, providing some form of service for. And so you're being told to step back, acknowledge that, and clear your vibes. Now we have Archangel Metatron out here both with this Chariot. And this very next card next to that, take time to breathe with clear your vibes. So you may want to go on YouTube and look at some deep breathing exercises. I know on a lot of people's smartphones on the health tab, there is breathing exercises that will count it out for you. So it will be a good idea to do that, because for someone, okay, so we got some abundance coming in, some rewards for that hard work. So you being told to rest and celebrate. If you have not celebrated yourself, if you have not toasted with some friends, that's what you're being told to do. It's time to go out and dance, dine, enjoy yourself. I do see on this 4th Gabriel, there is a woman and a man dancing. And we'll see if any more love comes out. We will get another message on that. But we definitely have a new beginning that is coming out. There are doors being open. I'm talking to an earth angel. I'm talking to an earth angel. That's what I really feel. That's what I really feel. Because, and I can confidently say that because right next to this new beginnings, these spiritual gifts are activated. You've always had gifts. You know of some of your gifts, but there are some new gifts that are about to heighten. Good example. I was sitting outside, just enjoying nature, and it was as though nature itself was speaking. The cicadas were like screaming outside. And I was able to get a wonderful message from that. So that's just my example. You may know, tell me what you're noticing that is happening different from you. We also have, with these spiritual gifts and this new beginning, this is the solutions, right? So your psychic abilities are heightening, and you just know what you know. And there is this confidence. Also, there's this forgiving and healing energy. And what I really feel from this forgiving and healing energy, along with the psychic gifts, is there may be people around you that you have been very indifferent about. These new gifts are now helping you to understand why they are showing up the way they are. It is as though you are seeing this person's wounds. Full moon in Scorpio was really freaky for me. It was like everyone that I interacted with, I could literally just tell them what their shadow work was. I had to literally keep telling myself, stop. Why is this relevant? Because sometimes that information is being given to you because you are meant to cross paths with that person and share and say something that is going to help them along the journey. But other times when these spiritual gifts are coming in and they are strengthening, it is just strengthening for you to work with. It is not within integrity to just walk up to someone and start reading them and telling them what their present or past situation is feeling and looking like to you. It's just very invasive. And I personally get a little ticked off when people just hop in my DM and start saying, oh, I felt this energy from you and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, you shouldn't be feeling any energy from me because you're invading my auric field. I did not ask you for that. And what that says to that soul that did not ask for your assistance is, hey, I don't feel like you're capable of communicating with the divine and receiving these messages on your own. So let me just go ahead and tell you this for fun. That's so disrespectful. Okay, so if someone does you like that, let them know they do not have permission to step into your energy field. They should not be reading you. And then tell your spiritual team, I give you permission to do whatever is necessary to block and ensure that this person does not disrespect my energy ever again. That's all you got to say. And what they do is whatever they do. Okay, so next card is the Miracle of Nature. So I shared that I shared that for a reason. When you are in nature, you are going to get the most amazing downloads, because we have this Miracle of Nature here. And once again, New Beginnings. New Beginnings is out here twice. We got it both times. So, and once again, new beginnings is surrounded with these gifts, with nature. Also, we have this Ace of Michael here, which is a wonderful idea that's coming in. So nature is going to supply you with so much information. This is going to be information that goes with your business. This is going to be information that is going to help you with your own personal shadow work. This may even be if you are open and being of service to others in this way, as far as readings, then this is going to help you along with that as well. Let's just see if there's anything else, because that card for Gabriel gave me the impression that there was an individual that you were going to be celebrating with. However, it could just be saying, hey, get out and celebrate, which it definitely said that, but we're going to see. You're being told to take a leap of faith, believe in yourself, and listen to your heart. Do what gives you joy. Yeah, okay, so Spirit is saying it's all about going out and celebrating. It's time to celebrate each accomplishment. So it's like a team has played, they won the game. Instead of going and focusing on the very next game and the next set of strategies, there has to be a celebratory period. And that is what Spirit is saying, because if you do not celebrate those accomplishments, they begin to be minimized. And you rush into the next thing without acknowledging what you do, which sometimes can leave a person questioning themselves and feeling not as confident as they should, because they're looking over the things that they do, creating a feeling of not doing enough. And so that is what this message is saying. It is saying, hey, take time to breathe, take time to celebrate, acknowledge, allow yourself to be acknowledged, especially when it comes to these spiritual gifts, because these gifts may come in very strong. It may seem very uncomfortable, and you may have people coming to you looking for guidance from you because of this. Do not allow yourself to be taken advantage of. We always want to be of service and pour out, but you have to make sure that there is balance in everything, okay? It doesn't even have to be a monetary exchange. It could be, hey, I'm going to give you this clarity. I'm going to spend this hour with you, giving you this coaching, counseling, or whatever, but then you're going to do this for me. It has to be an exchange. People with gifts get taken advantage of all the time, because there's always going to be someone that cannot pay for those services and want to guilt you and manipulate you into believing that, oh, God gave you this gift to help be of service. Yes, God gave me this gift to help be of service and to sustain myself while I am here. If I am spending this time being of service, I have to have compensation for it, because then how am I going to survive and support myself and be able to continue to show up, right? So do not allow yourself to be manipulated in that type of way. That lets you know that that person doesn't honor and respect your gift as well as what the divine is doing. Because if they truly trust in that, God gonna make a way. God gonna make a way for you and for them, okay? 8 of Raphael, there is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you, a spiritual quest. All right, so with this card, this is letting me know that not everyone is going to believe in your spiritual path. There are going to be some doubters. There are going to be some people. There's going to be some conformed folks that believe that you should do things a certain way, and you have to do what's right for you, because it's like, if you know you hear God talking in your heart and God is leading you and God is having you go towards this higher purpose, and then you have these people that cannot hear. That's what it is. They cannot hear, they cannot see, they cannot feel, and because they cannot, they believe that you cannot. That's not your problem. Your problem is to take that leap of faith, trust in your abilities, trust in that knowing, and to continue to move forward. Do not let doubt from somebody that don't believe in themselves, that cannot do the work, that cannot get to the vibrational frequency that you are at, make you believe that you are less than incapable. Like, their opinion does not matter. If they need to be cut off, let them be cut off. Because I'd rather be standing alone with God than standing with a bunch of people that can't see, hear, or feel him, okay? That rely on memorizing verses because they can't hear what God is saying inside the heart. Yep, I'm coming. I'm coming for them folks that are judgmental, okay? Because we have free will. We can live our life, right? So that means if things like this don't resonate, don't spend time there, right? It's just that simple. 3 of Gabriel says prosperity is arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. So your prosperity is lined up underneath these spiritual gifts and these wonderful new ideas. I do want to say these wonderful new ideas that are intuitively coming in are protected by Archangel Michael. You have, let's go over all these angels that are out here on the board for you, that are open and willing and ready to work with you at this present moment. We have Archangel Metatron, which is very good for helping to clear your energy. If you do not have the time to do the meditations and stay out in nature very long, you can simply just say, hey, Archangel Michael, I need your assistance in clearing my energy. Help me to clear my energy so that I stay connected with the divine. You also have Archangel Haniel here. Archangel Haniel is amazing for helping you with anything for real, but mainly in honoring your beauty and who you are. Let's see, Metatron is out here 1, 2, 3 times, so he is definitely around. We also have Archangel Zachiel, which is really good for helping you have self-control, patience. We have Archangel Raphael, who is very good with heart healing, clearing up any hurtful, painful situations that have blocked and shut down the heart. We have Raziel, Archangel Raziel here, which is an archangel that helps with that change and transformation that comes along with obtaining your gifts. So he will help you to understand how to use your gifts. So call on this angel in meditation. Ask this angel to show you what gifts you have, how to use it, and be open to receiving those messages, not just during that meditation, but throughout the course of your day. Once you say, hey, I want to see, I want to know, don't expect everything to be so quick and instantaneously, although you are in a very high vibrational frequency of communicating with the angelic realm. So I would not be surprised if you did not get those messages instantaneously. You also have Archangel Gabriel here. Archangel Gabriel is really good for opportunities and planning in business, but they do so many different things, and you don't have to know which one does what, because they all will cross-reference and do whatever you need necessary. You do not have to call them specifically by name, because everything is intention from the heart. So all you have to do is just simply pray and ask God, and God will align whatever angels is necessary for you at that time. You also have Archangel Jeremiel. I've worked with Archangel Jeremiel a lot for forgiveness. And forgiveness is not something that happens overnight. There are people that I'm still working on forgiving from years. And I know that I'm still working on it, because anytime I go to still mention it, that lets me know that there is still some residual that needs to be cleared up. So forgiveness, we all know, is not for them, it's for you, but it definitely does help release that person's cord, cut that cord of trauma between you guys to help make amends. And I do feel like the other person that is involved also feels that within their soul as you are cutting those ties and clearing and forgiving those past situations. But those are your messages. I'm going to just go ahead and stop this here. It kind of like was very all over the place, but yeah, you got this. Just know that you got this. Make sure that you are celebrating yourself. And for whatever it is you do, thank you for your service, because you definitely make a difference. You know, a lot of times, even people working for these corporations, you know, yeah, you're making them lots of money, right? That means you're doing a lot of providing. It is actually helping to supply many different people. So I don't know what it is you're doing. If you want to share in the comments, if you're an entrepreneur, if you have a business and you just want to share what you do and have others support you, please feel free to put it inside the comments. Please make sure that you are liking and subscribing if you want to hear more of my messages. Have an amazing day, y'all. Bye.